and Torres! All right, thank you very much. My goal was to come out to you guys tonight and be clean and sober, but I forgot to wash my hair, so I said, fuck sobriety. Glad you guys are here. That's awesome. I was really nervous too about coming out sober because I've never done a sober show. So I was talking with my Uncle Bob on the phone, and he says, you know what I like to do? I just, imagine people that are naked. And I said, you mean when you're nervous, right? He goes, yeah. So if you guys will just give me a second, I would like to just, get a little acclimated and wish there were more females in the front row than just you. I'm not lying though. Good for you. Is that your boyfriend? He's got his arm around you. It's not your boyfriend?
My best friend.
Is your
Where is he? He's back here. So wait,
Wow,
Are you sure?
It's a fiance, by the way.
good for you. Oh, you're engaged.
And
Wow. I wish.
Which one?
Him right now. Yeah. Wow. Wait, he's in the bathroom? We got time.
he's right there. Like that.
That's you. Oh, good for you, sir.
I know, right?
Wow.
I don't know.
Look, I know it's dark, but
No, you're right, yeah.
see a doctor. Not supposed to look like that. I'm joking. I can't see it. His bush is too big. Can we, I know we're having fun, but can we get a round of applause for your bar staff tonight, by the way? Those guys, they do this every week. Here's the thing, if we suck, you can leave. They can't. So if you were here last week, you could leave. But they had to stay and watch me try to host a show. It was bad for everyone involved. So can we get a round of applause for Anthony Quinn making that shit look easy? And I know your hands are getting tired, but can we keep it going for the other comics you saw tonight? Tony Payne, and then again for yourselves also for supporting my comedy. That's so awesome. All right, I know there's a lot of you. Wow, there's a lot of you. Okay, so I'm Aaron Torres.
Yeah!
I slept with all of them. But I just want to get to know you guys. So here's the thing. I don't do racial humor. All right, I know a lot of comedians do that. If you want to see a white guy talking about black people, Anthony will be back up later. Personally, I'm not for that. I don't do impressions. Unless you're that blonde bitch from the 7-Eleven down the street. Holy shit. I just want to fill you guys in because, I mean, it's, you know the 7-Eleven. You know, I don't need to tell. But, alright, so there's this charity at 7-Eleven when you go there and you're at the counter and you're paying for a thing. And there's this little, rectangular green charity tray that's there. And it's the give a penny, leave a penny tray. And it's the best charity. It's the only charity I contribute to. That is the greatest thing that's ever been invented. Some people call it socialism. Let them. That shit is awesome. It's great, because it saved my ass on many occasions. And if you honestly are true with yourselves and you think about it long enough, you probably have pretty good memories with that tray as well. And here's the thing, is you get your change, and then you drop it, and then you go. And it's always pennies. So give a penny, leave a penny. That's why it's called that, because it's pennies. But some people have some really good days, you know? You get a consensual blowjob, and then you're at 7-Eleven, and you'll drop a nickel. Man, that's the best fucking, I love that so much. And I personally, you never see silver. Nickels are kind of common, but like pennies mostly. But then it gets rare when you see it like a dime in there sometimes. Sometimes people have a really good day. Sometimes a dime, it's the same shape as a penny, it'll stick to the bottom, and when you drop it, they're both in there. But man, is it great when you find a dime in there when you need one. Personally, I drop dimes in the give a penny tray every time, because that's how much money I make. I gotta just drop a dime like it's nothing. It's pretty good to be here in Torres. I'll drop dimes all day. You know what you'll never find? It's a quarter in that tray. No one drops a quarter. If you find a quarter in the give a penny, take a penny tray, take a picture, call Guinness, you just made history. That is impressive. The only thing more rare than a quarter in that tray is a Susan B. Anthony dollar. That's like finding a rainbow. You'll never... By rainbow, I meant unicorn. I fucked that up totally. Almost went Sacagawea with it, but then I thought, we'll stop at silver. It's not funny, stop laughing. Hashtag facts. But here's the thing. Is I love that institution. I love the give a penny, take a penny. I support it daily. But one day, I was at the 7-Eleven down the road, and that blonde bitch, and excuse me, I don't like to refer to women as bitches, but this one earned it. Because as I dropped my dime and headed for the door, I saw out of my peripheral that she snatched my dime and put it in her pocket. And then she squawked at the other employee, "Man, I'm making bank at this trip tray tonight. Tip tray. Tips. She thinks I'm tip. Oh, fuck no. That was for the community." I was so mad that now when who's shushing? You didn't laugh. I was so mad though. I was so angry at her that now when I go to 7-Eleven and I contribute now it's pennies to that tray. Because in my mind, it's like a fountain. It's my little wishing well. And I wish nothing but terrible things upon that store quitter. Like I hope that she's driving home one night and then she gets hit by an 18-wheeler that's carrying toxic waste, and it just like spills all over her. And not the cool kind that gives her superpowers. I mean the type that causes her to like ship plutonium bricks for a week, and she slowly dies of radiation poisoning. And I get it, like it's a fun charity with the penny, but now it's my own personal make-a-wish every time. She deserves it. So I don't do racial jokes, I don't do impressions. I don't do current events. I know a lot of comedians do current events. A lot of my friends are like, "Hey man, I bet you can have a gas with Donald Trump," and I don't. It's not a thing that I follow. Unless you guys are particular fans of Malaysian airline jokes, if that's still relevant. In which case, I have like 100 of them. And by that I mean I can't find them anymore, but... Thanks. Did you guys ever wonder what it was that fish did in history that the mere smell of them is like associated with suspicion now? Yeah. Because I just picture people like 300 years ago. What is that? Is that tilapia? Get the kids! I'm leaving! What do they do? Question. No, it's weird. You know, like, I have questions about, like, yeah, well, here's one actually. I had questions and I figured I got to the bottom of it. It was, you know, that expression like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Hey man, I'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Don't even worry. You know, and that like it means I'll be there like in a minute. Give me a second. I gotta, you know. But if you actually look it up, it means like they're talking about your dick. That's 2 shakes of a lamb's. Like I gotta pee real quick and I'll be back. You know, every guy knows. You know, shake it once, it's fine. Shake it twice, it's okay. 3 times and you're playing with yourself. We've all listened to Good Charlotte. But that's what that means. It's like, yeah, just let me go, you know, I'll be right there. But here's where it gets weird is, my mom used to say that to me like, all the time. Yeah. And that's like, you know, that's nice. That's pre like Caitlyn Jenner stuff, and that's all happening. And what are you cheesing? Is Caitlyn Jenner, that's just the name is too far? Because I think it's about to go a lot farther. Strap on. Because I have a friend, actually, I'll have you know, a friend of mine actually is looking into that sex change operation. And it's that sort of thing. And I don't want to give away her real name and stuff because they hate it when you do that, but we'll call her Gabby. Okay, and Gabby really wants to have a sex change. And here's the interesting thing about Gabby. I need to give you the backstory before I give you the current events. Gabby, when I first met her, I was in high school. And she was homophobic and racist. And then I came back from my first semester at college, and she's lesbian dating a black girl. College. Anything is possible. But so now she gender identifies as a man now. I'm all for it. I just have questions. Like, she wants to change her name. And she chose the new name, Carl. She wants to be a man, she wants to be Carl. That's weird to me. Like, if I was Gabby and I wanted to pick a new man name, I'd be like Gabriel or Garth or just anything. You know, stay on that train of thought. But she went like way out of left field. And she was like, yeah, I just feel like a Carl. That's what I'm going to be. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But how do you pick a new cock? Like, is that process has to be fascinating, and no one's looking into it. Why is that not a show on Bravo? Because holy shit. Just a wall of cocks. And you get to walk in and be like, I know I'm white, but I'll take the black one. Just on a whim. You know? Or is it not a wall? Is it a glass case where you get to be like, give me that one? No, yeah, that one. She said, hey doc, I want a 6-inch grower, not a shower. Something I heard, and that's what I want. I don't know, that's weird to me, because I don't know. I like her and she's cool or he's cool. I don't know. It's got to go either way. I'm sorry. I quit smoking recently because I hear women like a guy that's a little edgy. You sir, one at a time. But no, I did. I quit, and a lot of people like to call me out. Like, didn't I see you smoking? Like, I'll have one every now and then when it's around. The smell, the aroma, the social, you have to. It's a thing. But I don't buy them anymore. I but I still support big tobacco companies. That's, I think, the difference. I'm like super pro tobacco. I know a lot of people like to quit smoking and then judge their friends for smoking. I'm the opposite. I think my friends aren't smoking enough. I judge them for quitting smoking. Because I support the underdog. Boy, is tobacco company an underdog. Because everyone gets to advertise against them. Don't smoke. 1 out of 3 people dies every time. It causes cancer. It's terrible. But there's so much legislature and laws and rules that they can't even advertise. Tobacco company, it's a grassroots kind of movement. People still smoke. But it's word of mouth. You spread like, hey man, can I have a mistake? And that's the cool part too. With smokers, cigarettes is the one thing you give away for free. You pay money for, like too much money for, and then you go, yeah, you can have one for free. And then they're like, thanks man, that's cool. And then they get to advertise on TV that you can't smoke, you don't get to do this. But people are still smoking more and more every day. It's a grassroots movement, like Bernie Sanders. If you support Bernie, you may also support an unfiltered menthol. It's awesome. But at the same time, it sucks because they don't get to defend themselves. They've killed off such amazing characters like Joe Camel or the Marlboro Man. You're never going to see that again. You can't advertise for tobacco, but they can say, "Fuck you! Don't do this. Just stay away from that." And I'm okay with that if it was universal. Why is it that tobacco is the one thing that's bad for you that you can say it's bad for you, but Coca-Cola and other companies that are bad for you? Did you know if you leave a penny in a glass of Coke for 3 days, it's completely dissolved? Yeah, it's that acidic. But there's no dentist coming out with commercials going, "This is your teeth on cola." No one's saying, "Hey man, you're drinking battery acid. You should be really worried about your stomach lining." You're not allowed to do those attack campaigns for anyone else but cigarettes. And that, to me, it's upsetting because a lot of people like to support Coca-Cola. I get it. It's a big thing. Santa Claus loves it. But have you ever drank flat Coca-Cola? Does that taste? Yeah. Does that taste like something you should be putting into your body? No, but it's fizzy, so it's fun. Because polar bears love Coca-Cola. I tried quitting drinking, like I said at the beginning. I tried it. I meant to. It's hard. I quit smoking, but drinking is harder. Because I like drinking, it's fun. I admittedly had a problem. That's why I'm trying to stop. Because I would get blackout drunk and I would play drinking games, not like beer pong or chandelier. It was more like a one-player game. You know what I mean? Games like Drink the Beer. And then that eventually turned into Detective. Which, for those of you that have never played Detective, it's basically you wake up from a night you don't remember and you go, "Somebody drank all my booze." And then there's like broken glass and shattered bottles in the corner, and you go, "Somebody's a bit of an asshole." You're like Nancy Drew in The Case of the Missing Memory. But here's the thing about sobering up that nobody told me about. They all said you should do it, and then once you do, all of a sudden, it's a really weird feeling because, I can remember what I did last night. That's new to me. And it's not just last night, all of 7th grade is coming back to me. It's like, "Hey man, do you remember that weird tween stage you had with that down the middle kind of haircut that you did with the fucked up teeth and the braces? You know all the reasons you started drinking in the first place. Remember that?" I could do without that. So I started smoking weed, and boy did that cure those memories.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't remember shit. Including my next joke. Just kidding. I smoke a lot and I got... The thing is that like it works, like it stops those weird memories from coming in, but there's other like side problems. A lot of people like weed, and that's fine. But for me, it makes me more anxious, more paranoid, more... Like I almost Chris Browned my friend's girlfriend the other day. I thought she stole my cell phone. But it turns out my pockets just go way deeper than I thought they did. And that was really awkward. Can we get together as a country and just like stop belittling diseases? Can we stop doing that? You know, like I was at 7-Eleven and you know, the store clerk was like, "Hey man, the price is gonna be $2.52. Oh, sorry, my bad, $5.25. I'm dyslexic." And I'm like, "No, you're just an idiot. You don't get to self-diagnose on the spot like that. That's not how it works, you know." Because my brother's dyslexic, and so that kind of that strikes a chord with me, you know. And I work at a restaurant too, and I often ask the customers, "You guys got plans for after dinner tonight?" And they're like, "No, we're just gonna go home and have a food coma." Really? A food coma? Let's just take that down as many notches as we can. Just belittle diseases like it's nothing. So here's my plan. After this show tonight, whether it goes well or not, I'm hitting a bar, gonna have some alcohol-induced amnesia. And then I'm gonna hit up my old laptop and have some porn-induced seizures. It's like epilepsy, except instead of flashing lights, it's when you see boobs. Dude, I work in a restaurant. It sucks. Does anyone here work in a restaurant / has worked in a restaurant? So you guys know the worst part about working in a restaurant is the fucking customers.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Oh yeah.
Why is it that, like, because I promised myself I wouldn't talk about that place, but I have to now. So why is it that people, strangers, just walk into a building, see a guy and go, "Hey man, you want to make $20? Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna bring me everything, and I mean everything, and it's gonna be prompt and it's gonna be perfect. And you're gonna bring my family everything as well. It's gonna be prompt and it's gonna be perfect." And I'm not gonna lie, it's not just the customers though. It's the whole institution of a restaurant, you know? Because when you walk in, there's that host or hostess that greets you like, "Oh, let me show you to your seat." And you go, "Thank you." And they go, "My pleasure." And you go, "Really, you sick freak? Is it your pleasure?" Is that how you get your rocks off? Are you sniffing that seat when I leave? Why is that? You know, and then, you know, your server has to greet you with that smile that, you know, when you're here, you're family. You're not a customer, you're a guest. And I have to smile like I know you, but in reality, you're a fucking stranger about to make me do shit for you. But I have to look happy when I do it, because you want that $20, don't you? You want that $20, you're gonna smile, you're gonna look good. This peasant doesn't look ecstatic to refill my cranberry juice. There's no way to earn yourself a gold shilling, my good man. The nerve of some people, I swear. Can you sing? It's not my daughter's birthday, but I want you to sing happy birthday to her anyway. I would love to hear your octaves. I don't know, I'm getting older though, and that kind of scares me. I shave to look younger, like you all. Did it work? Not you, but like everyone around you. I know, because I'm 26, and that kind of bothers me, because like you know, when you're younger, you can hang, like for me, when I was in middle school and you wanted to hang out with your friends, you go to the movie theater and like all your friends, a whole group of you at the movie theater and everything was fun and awesome. And then when you get to high school, you're at the mall. It's a whole group of you at the mall and everything's fun and you just, you know, mall rats hanging out and stuff like that. And then you hit college, then you're at the bar. That's where you and your friends go. You're at the bar all the time. You're at the bar. Everything's cool. And then all of a sudden you can't go backwards. You know, like if a group of me and my friends decided to like hang out at the arcade in a movie theater, that's a little creepy. You know, I can't go to the mall in a group. If you do, it's like you and your partner and then you created that group. Maybe. But now like I'm hitting 30 and it's like 4 years away and now it's like what am I gonna do to... It's just a thought I had. I do. And a shot, please. Take my poison. I have a girlfriend now, and that's cool because I caught her. Yeah, I was noodling. For those of you that don't know, noodling's like catfishing, but with your bare hands. Caught one. She hates me. She thinks I'm the worst. And that's okay. A lot of people are really disappointed by that statement. They think it's depressing. They say, you're the worst. That's so sad. This girl that you love, why are you the worst? And it's okay with me because like that means I factor into her mind somehow. I'm the worst. Like she could see like a litter of kittens being born into a burlap sack and then tied to the top of a submarine that's diving to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. She'd be like, I think that's my boyfriend over there. She could see a baby being... Alright, hold on. Alright, let's see if I can do it. She could see a baby being born and then decapitated and then not the head but the round little chubby body is being used as a soccer ball in the World Cup and then the winning team actually misses the last shot and it goes into the crowd for one of them to take home with them and she goes, yeah, it's my boyfriend again. There you go. So away with the stranger. She could be watching a World War II documentary about D-Day on the morning of September 11, 2001. Oh, thank you. At 7:58 a.m. Hold on, I'm not done. At 7:58 a.m. she could be watching that World War II documentary. And then at 8 o'clock, switch it over to the news and be like, holy shit, he made it. Yeah, you ruined my timing. But alright, do you guys have a shot? You guys want to, anyone put it up? Do a cheers? Awesome. And you guys did it all for me, because I got nothing. Cheers! Yeah! Alright, I had more, but we'll close this strong. My girlfriend actually accused me of being a racist the other day. And that was weird, because that's never happened to me before. As a brown person, you should be exempt from being racist. Or so I thought. But what happened was we were hanging out, and then I got really drunk and overused the G word. I said ginger entirely too many times. Keep in mind, she is not a redhead, nor is anyone else in her family, but she chose to take offense by that. Okay? She likened it to slavery and black people, she went that far. She was, you're racist. You can't say ginger, that's a racist. And I had to explain to her that it's not the same thing because no one's ever enslaved a group of redheads. Because work wouldn't happen over the summertime.